Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Hello, everyone. I hope this video finds you in great mental health. I hope everything is going well for you in your life. Y'all saw the title and you saw the thumbnail. I'm back in the business of Atlanta street interviews / the street sector. So if you found my channel because I was reporting on the street sector real heavy last year, and my focus was always Marcus, also known as Mucus. And I did a lot of commentary about him, and you already know. You already know what it is. And in doing the commentary on Marcus, Sunny was a young lady that was not homeless, but she contacted Marcus because she wanted to get on his platform in order to grow her platform. And Sunny has a interesting backstory about her life and how she became an amputee, and a lot of layers, a lot of things to unpack to know Sunny. And so Marcus, instead of handling Sunny in an appropriate manner in order to help her grow her channel and become more self-sufficient and be able to, make money on this platform, yada, yada, yada. Because Marcus is a sexual deviant, he saw it as an opportunity to really play in her face. And so they kind of had this on and off relationship for a few months. And so we were doing, we meaning other content creators were doing, a lot of content about Sunny. One of the things that content creators were pointing out about Sunny is a mom. She has 2 young daughters. Some of the content was regarding Sunny's treatment of her daughters and her behavior on her lives. And as a result of what some subscribers and viewers thought was inappropriate and out of pocket, children and youth were contacted, and reports were made about some of the things that were happening with Sunny and her kids. So as time went on, that kind of all disappeared. It stopped. Sunny lost her channel for a while, and it was a shit show. I stopped doing content about it because I stopped doing content about Sunny because my frustration was really not with Sunny. It was always with Marcus. And so I always had to redirect my frustration with Marcus and his behaviors and not, not put a lot of effort into talking about the women who I felt were victims of his bullshit. And Sunny didn't like being called a victim, and she told me that. And so over the last few months, I haven't done any content on Sunny. Sunny and I are cordial. I go over and leave comments, maybe on her community walls. She does the same thing in my comment section. She shares out, my videos. And so it's been cordial. It's been okay. So then today, and I do go over and, just to, check her temperature, see what she doing on her lives or what she got going on. And I wasn't in the live, but then it started being reported because I do content in the street sector. Of course, when I'm seeing her tagged in a bunch of videos and I go to her lives occasionally, YouTube is going to send me those videos. And so now I'm like, what's going on? And so then I found the live where Sunny appeared to be intoxicated And she, her and her daughters, they're like 6 and 7 or something like that. They started out on the live kind of, just playing around with each other, talking, everything seemed cool. And then, in my opinion, because Sonny was intoxicated, it switched real quick between her being, laughing with the girls. And the girls, you can tell, because I listened to the whole part of that live, you can tell the girls, they understand or they get what they're dealing with. And when they saw her switch up from laughing and giggly to stern and then belligerent, they became very quiet. And even one of the daughters just continued reading her book, out loud, but as a way to like block out the noise, And Sonny went on to speak very negatively and mean, Sonny, to your 6-year-old daughter. And of course, people who, were watching the live and listened to the live, especially people who make content about Sonny, are going in about that. But what I wanted to say, and it was Sonny, it was bad. You're their mother, not their bully. And so we know you should be speaking life and love into your daughters. And I think you know that. But when you're intoxicated, that goes away. You have no filter, and you talk to them like you would talk to a stripper in a club who just pissed you off, or anybody in the street. Like, it was horrible. It was terrible. And really, I mean, I think you did come back on another live and apologize. But I think you can do better, and I know you can do better. I think as long as you are dealing with the past traumas and even current traumas, because in listening to these videos, I found out that the girl's dad has been unalived as a result of an accident. And so Sonny has dealt with a lot of trauma in her life from childhood as an adoptive child, and just a lot of trauma. And then this horrific accident. It's no excuse for the way you behave with your daughter. But it makes sense. But what can make even more sense is because you mentioned that you have Medicaid now and you have Medicare. And I would encourage you, Sonny, to get mental health treatment. Really, get mental health treatment. And I'm not even saying like, obviously, I think you do have an addiction to alcohol and maybe something else. I don't know. But I know for the sake of your children and yourself, you have dealt with a tremendous amount of trauma since a little girl yourself. Most people wouldn't even survive it. And to live as an amputee now and still trying to raise your kids and everything that goes along with that, your health issues, financial issues, and still trying to push through, using alcohol as a crutch, I get it. But, and however, for the sake of your daughters, please use your Medicaid, your Medicare, and get mental health treatment. Just start there. You can do it online. You don't even have to go into an office. Many of these agencies who accept those insurances, we do. I know I've worked for those agencies and accepted Medicaid and Medicare, and we do telehealth, online counseling. You don't have to go to the office. There's services that will come to you. You and the therapist can go outside in the backyard when the girls are in school and have your session like that. They'll come to you. So this isn't about ripping you apart, because that's not going to help you. This is about saying and taking accountability for what you did to your daughter, apologizing to her. And I'm sure you probably done that. but working on yourself. Please use your insurance to seek out mental health. That's really all I got to say about it. I don't really report over here in the street sector unless Marcus does something ridiculous, and then I'm coming for that ass. But that's it. That's all, y'all. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and bye. Hey guys, I got another great offer here for you. Guys, this is amazing. I love this company. This is African Joy Fix. They create customized blessing videos. Guys, you can send these videos to anybody, anywhere. They will customize the video for you. They are made in Africa. Oh my God. I love the video that they did for me. Guys, hit the link, go over and create a memory. Thank you so much for your support. Support this company. Thanks, guys.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Psychology is!
Psychology is!
More!
커피 한 잔의 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 마음이 없으면 심장이 뜨거워지는 여자 있는 여자 낮에는 너만 커피 식기도 전에 완전 마음이 오는 심장이 터져버리는 그런 사람